Ladies and gentlemen, this is the game of the series. This is game number 5. This is game number 5 of the Go4SC2 Cup number 35. 535. I know, I'm a great rhymer. I am FourCourtJester with GameReplays.org, and this is a StarCraft 2 cast of said finals. Participant number 1, Naama, the blue Terran, in the top right corner. Should stop doing hand gestures, you can't see them. But top right corner, Naama from Team Liquid, been playing great on and off Terran. I would say on and off simply because sometimes he just gets caught so unaware, but I mean that's why we're in game 5. In the bottom corner we have Mouse Esports MaNa, been playing these Protoss very well, but again, kind of just you know, hitting the wrong situations at the wrong time, which is why we're in a game number 5. The series is 2-2. This is for all the marbles, ladies and gentlemen. You gotta really be playing at your best. While I say that, let's get up a tab. There we go. I'm not too familiar with this map, but it does look like your entrance is here. And no other entrance, so entrance here. And we do have the watchtowers here. Actually, I recognize this map. This was played in the MLG finals between Huck and Kiwikaki. Yes, I do believe I recognize this map now that I've seen it. But anyways, MLG, that was great fun, but we'll leave that for another time. So we do have all the marbles on the line, ladies and gentlemen. We do have basic regular build orders at this point. I mean, there's no deviation. These guys have been playing cookie cutter since game number 1. The only deviation we've ever seen is MaNa here going for a Stargate early instead of that Robo Bay for his observers. That's the only deviation we've seen. That was last game, and unfortunately that harass, that beautiful harass, just did not seem to win in the game whatsoever. So that is why we're in game number 5. So game number 5 does look like we're going for, you know, standard stuff. We got an orbital command coming here. Mules will provide the economic advantage for Mr. Naama. We do have Chrono Boost being almost used religiously here, which will give a nice advantage to production advantage to Mouse MaNa. So we're gonna have to wait and see what they go. What could we see? I don't know. The Terran has gone the 1-1-1 build. He has gone Mass Bio Ball. Actually, I think both Bio Ball games he's actually won. Funny how that works. But what else can we see? We can see Mass Mech, Mass Thor, for example. Not going to happen, I don't think, but we could see it. That would negate the Graviton Beam from the Phenai, which is the Pro Phoenixes. You can look it up. Feel free. But at the same time, I mean, they're slow. Phenai are fast. Zealots are fast. Stalkers are fast, even. Thors, not so fast. Not really, no. But we will have to wait and see. What else could we see from Mr. MaNa? We could see a carrier rush. That'd be awesome. Not going to happen. I mean, as I said, all the marbles are in the bag. All the cards are on the table. This is the game for the money. So we're not going to see that. We could see a Void Ray rush. The rush distance is a little far in this one. A little far. So I don't think we're going to see the Void Ray, especially since we got a Robo facility coming up already. And we could see Dark Templar rush. That could be fun. I mean, the only kind of detection that the Terran has consistently gotten is the orbital command with the scanner sweep, and he has used some of those scanner sweeps to great effect to kill observers. But at the same time, I mean, unless he sees air or unless he sees a lot of observers rounding around, he typically seems to ignore that engineering bay. And if you ignore the engineering bay, you can't get the missile turrets detectors. And without them, you're only forced to a Raven, and if you can get Dark Templars into your base before even a starport's made, well, that's a good game, really. I mean, I think Dark Templars one-shot SCVs. Maybe they two-shot SCVs. 40 damage is what I recall. Anyways, I'm just babbling at this point. Still kind of cookie cutter. We have that Robo Fae going into heavy ground for Mr. MaNa. So, two probes out here to control these Zelnaga watchtowers, denying Mr. SCV here a chance at any kind of sightseeing abilities that he wants to go. But mommy, I want to see the Nexus. No, not gonna happen. That stalker there is gonna hurt me. So, not gonna happen. Anyways, command centers. We're going for a heavy macro build from Naama. I guess the 1-1-1 is just not going to work. I mean, keep in mind, this is a limited build space. So you can't really throw your buildings willy-nilly as you see fit, simply because you really just don't have that much space to throw around. There you go. Good eyesight, throws down the scanner sweep, gets rid of that observer, no problem. But now, I mean, he doesn't have enough mana to do another scanner sweep. Now would be a great time to rush Dark Templar. Go, go, go. Not happening. But anyway, so Naama's going to go for a heavy macro build. We already have the expansion on the way for Mr. MaNa. And really, let's take a quick look at income. I mean, they're on and off about the same. I do think that MaNa has had a consistent resource lead, like, for the consistency. I mean, it spikes with mules, sure. And it spikes when you get out good harasses on the mineral fields or you get out expansions. So here comes that command center for a great expansion. And really, I think it's going to land about the same time this guy's done. 40, 50. Now he's usable. And yeah, so I mean, they're pretty close. I mean, 34 to 30, 35 to 30. We have seen MaNa consistently going with more of a probe lead simply because he needs it. I mean, those mules, as I said, will spike you right up and, you know, keep you in the game, which is great and all, but yep. At the same time, really it looks to be a low unit game at this point, so nobody's really going anything crazy. I still wanted to see a Dark Templar rush. Anyone finds a Dark Templar rush game that actually works, you let me know. I'll be happy to do it. So what else? Alright, so we got the starport up, going for that Raven, so goodbye any chance at a Dark Templar rush. But, I mean, these are all... Okay, that's a reactor, but these are tech labs, so it's not exactly the 1-1 build. As we saw, he's going for that heavy macro. But he does look like to have... He has his glasses on. Naama can easily see these observers. I'm assuming he's putting it here because he wants to kill it. 15, 26, he's not going to... There we go. Doesn't even need the scan. Raven coming out. I mean, if you have the eyesight, you can easily see where these observers are going. It's just in the heat of the moment, it's hard to kind of keep track. So, I mean, that's a lot of gas wasted. That's what, 100 gas? 100 gas a shot. So, what do we have? We just got normal stuff at this point. Banshee is going with what looks to be the cloak. We did tech up here nicely to five warp gates, and he's going for Psystorm. High Templar is going to go for that Kadarin amulet, no problem, straight away. I'm kind of surprised he's not chrono boosting the thing by now. 62 energy, 43 energy. Down goes the scanner sweep, kind of catches nothing. He's going to see this Twilight Council though. Not going to see this Templar Archives. Let's just make sure of that. Alright, so, nope, not going to see it whatsoever. So, yep, not going to see that, but I mean, if you see a Twilight Archives, really there's only one, well, maybe there's two solutions. You get the charge lots, fine. Get those High Templar, also fine. Ooh, Banshee Harass going straight down the middle, not going to work. Denied. Going to come home for repair. Sorry, I'm entertained by the buildings doing the hokey pokey. Do the hokey pokey, entertainers. Yeah. Starport is now going to start pumping either Medivacs or Vikings. I have not seen any evidence to support Vikings, so I'm going to go with Medivacs. Medivacs for a bio ball could be fun. But there's really no, like... Okay, yeah, so we got two Marauders in production with a Marine. Here comes the dual Medivacs. Here comes the Marauders. Man, tech labs everywhere. So we're going to see a big bio ball coming out here. Again, it looks like a heavy ground game, folks. It just really does. MaNa going to be very offensive here. No, very brave at any rate. Going for the early resource advantage. Going to try to take out these rich mineral fields. I mean, look at all these upgrades coming out of Naama. And really, I mean, I don't know. He doesn't have his bio ball set up yet. So these High Templars' effectiveness is going to be reduced. You know, we don't even have Immortals to take out these siege tanks. We do have a Raven though, and that will counter the observers, but Where's the ghosts? Are there ghosts? Is there a Ghost Academy? Doop-a-doop-a-doop. We do have a Ghost Academy. There we go. So we are going to see Mobius Reactor coming out. What is that? Yeah. Sorry. Not Mobius Reactor. Yeah, Mobius Reactor. Nah, whatever. So we are going to see ghosts come out. We are having that K-Dan amulet coming in, which means you can just warp in the High Templar, and then you can easily just throw out a storm. We are going to have a drop here. What's in this bundle? A whole bunch of tech, and they're going to take out this pylon. No problem, really. High Templar. Feedback, feedback, feedback! Nope. I don't even think feedback could kill these things. Nope. Can't kill them. But that's going to at least throw a kink in MaNa's plan. So losing that pylon is just going to stop production. Thankfully, there was nothing really being built here at the same time. Do we have a forge? We do have a forge. So I'd expect to see at least one cannon going down there for alert. Bio Ball is starting to be made. These siege tanks have served their purpose well. I wonder if Naama's just going to go more for a drop strat at this point. We have seen him do many things at once, so if he pushes down here and engages these guys, he's going to come drop these guys here when you're all distracted. But nope, looks like he's going to run away. Does he know? He definitely knows. We definitely know that we have stuff going on. I want to see this from his viewpoint. Yep, so dropping here, dropping here. I'll go back to here. And I mean, splitting your attention like this really just splits your opponent's attention at the same time, so you get maximum impact. Like, this whole army is up here, and it looks like some warped in Templars and Zealots are really gonna kill your hopes and dreams here. But was the damage done? Let's take a look at units. 62 probes to 58. But at the same time, they were able to take out the archives, and at the same time, I can't tell if K-Dan and Amulet finished up or not. Drat. But, I mean, missing at least, what, 10, 12 units now. It does look like we're gonna... Oh, what are these Templars doing in the beginning? Oh, they lost all their energy and shields. And their lives. So, oh, man, you really want to get these ghosts out of here. These ghosts want to go for these... Oh, taking out all the mana of those Templar. This is just going to be devastating. He's merging into those Archons, but oh, I feel so bad for the Protoss player at this point. That's not what I want. Units lost. I mean, check out that point value, ladies and gentlemen. That is, oh, that was great EMP sniping there from Naama, taking out every single Templar's energy count. Whew, I'm in goosebumps. Alright, so what do we got left? Units. We have a total of 7 Templar and a crap ton of Bio Ball with 4 Zealots. So, now here's the thing though. Look at this resource count. 1700, 1600. Now Blue's just kind of, you know, bringing that back up to par, but he has the... Wow, he does... Wow. Okay, yeah, this is why he... It's like, why is he jumping up so high? But yeah, mules and SCVs on this rich mineral field. This poor immortal is stuck. A little funny, but at the same time, very poor. How did these guys lose power? There must have been another drop during that. See, this is what Naama does. He engages your attention elsewhere, and then he drops you. And then by the time you notice, it's way too late to do anything. So let's take a quick look here at all the mana. Get off some great storms. Well, those were some okay storms. That's actually some really devastating. Look at all those storms. Whew, that's a lot of damage worth. But at the same time, he lost all his units. All his units. All his units. He has no army whatsoever. We got 10 Zealots. Yip-de-doo. Those would be easily kited around, no problem. Looks like it is now more of a race for these Immortals. Immortals will easily be able to, you know, crunch down these Marauders. Simply because they're armored. Armored units take a lot of damage from Immortals. Bam! 55. There you go. That's a lot of damage. And, I mean, how much hit points do these guys have? 125? 3 shots, you're dead. Well, of course, you're going to have a medivac on you, but at the same time, looks like another drop is in the works here. So it looks, oh, look at this, a free Nexus, so to speak, and really these Zealots, not much of an honor guard, really. So this is down here, this is up here.